We just got some major news about the Dexter Universe in 2024, which might sound insane to some people who watched the series years ago, but the Dexter Universe is more alive than ever due to TikTok and social media, and we're getting a new prequel and a sequel, and we got some new news about the prequel and the sequel today that gives us all the information we need to understand why these prequels and sequels are happening, and there's going to be some crossover storylines, which is very interesting. Of course, guys, if you have not seen Dexter, I don't know what you're doing right now. You need to go watch Dexter. It's this awesome homicide / serial killer show. It's one of the most popular serial killer shows of all time. Michael C. Hall stars as Dexter. It was made in the mid 2000s. One of my favorite shows of all time. It's top 5 for sure. And the Dexter Universe is, getting continued right now in 2024, which is just insane to think about. Spoiler warning, if you have not seen Dexter or Dexter New Blood, if you guys haven't seen them, go watch them. And yeah, guys, if you are excited for this news, be sure to drop like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and without further ado, let's get into this exciting news about the Dexter Universe. So just to update you on the Dexter timeline, we had Dexter seasons 1 through 8 in the mid 2000s to the early 2010s. And then we just got Dexter New Blood in 2021, which was a sequel to that series. Now, of course, just to update you on the Dexter New Blood, of course, if you have not seen it, leave right now. This is spoilers. In Dexter New Blood, we saw Dexter in the town where he left to become a lumberjack. He got reunited with Harrison, his son, like 16 years later after he never saw Harrison ever again. They reunite with Harrison. Harrison eventually kills Dexter because he finds out what Dexter actually is and realizes that Dexter needs to be put down and he's not safe, this, that, and the other. Harrison just freaks out and he shoots Dexter in the chest to end off New Blood, and Dexter bleeds out and lays there in the snow, and that's the final shot of New Blood in Iron Lake. That's where New Blood was set. And now we have 2 other spin-offs being filmed right now, one being a sequel, which is called Dexter Resurrection, and the other one being the prequel, which is the Original Sin, Dexter the Original Sin. And Dexter the Original Sin is the one being filmed right now. Actually, the finale, I think, is being filmed this week, which is just insane to think about. But basically, the news is that there was a casting update for Dexter the Original Sin. Actor Dante Miles was recently casted, and you might be wondering, well, who's Dante Miles and why is he important? Well, the character that Dante Miles is going to be playing is titled Iron Lake Doctor, which of course is where New Blood was set. It was set in Iron Lake, so he's going to be the doctor of Iron Lake. And Iron Lake is where Dexter was shot by his son in the chest, laying there on the snow, bleeding out. So maybe, well, this definitely means that there's going to be a crossover storyline between Dexter the Original Sin, the prequel, and Dexter Resurrection, the sequel. I would assume that this means in Dexter the Original Sin, which is the prequel, the last scene is going to be flash forward to the ending of New Blood, and Harrison regrets shooting Dexter, his dad, calls the ambulance, brings Dexter to the hospital, and he gets revived or, fixed up by the Iron Lake Doctor, which will be the actor the character who Dante Miles plays. And then that'll explain how Dexter lives in Dexter Resurrection, because Dexter Resurrection is literally supposed to be Dexter's resurrection. He died in New Blood, and now he's going to get resurrected, and the Dexter storyline is going to continue with Michael C. Hall starring as Dexter, which is insane to think about and insane to say in 2024. A lot of people thought Dexter Resurrection was going to be like a younger version of Dexter, and Dexter was just going to commentate over it like the Original Sin, but no, it's going to be a sequel, and Dexter is actually going to be played by Michael C. Hall, which I love. And the fact that they're making a crossover storyline with the prequel that's being filmed right now, the Dexter the Original Sin, and the sequel Dexter Resurrection, the crossover storyline between those 2 spinoffs is going to be so interesting to see how it pans out. I wonder if the ending scene of Dexter the Original Sin, which is probably going to be most probably a flash forward to the end of New Blood, I wonder if that's going to continue the scene in Dexter Resurrection. That would be very interesting to see. But they are filming Dexter Resurrection in January of 2025, probably at a winter location wherever New Blood was filmed. In winter, January, so they're going to be at Iron Lake most probably, and his story is going to continue. And I know a lot of people are saying like Dexter's being dragged out just like The Walking Dead, blah, 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 blah. The Walking Dead was dragged out even in the original show. It went for 11 seasons. It probably should have ended after 9, but it went for 2 more. And then the other spinoffs that they made were off like 4 different characters: Daryl, Negan, Maggie, Rick, Michonne. Rick and Michonne spinoff was underwhelming. Negan and Maggie Maggie's spinoff was underwhelming, and Daryl's spinoff just got ruined in season 2. So The Walking Dead really dragged it on, and we all knew it, and there wasn't really any craving from the fans to get more. At least more of like, you know, they didn't crave to get more of what we've already gotten. Like this is pretty bad what they're giving us in 2024. I think with Dexter, it's a little different because the show just got this brand new young fan base through TikTok and Instagram and YouTube in 2024, and the show hasn't been filming since 2012, basically, outside of New Blood, which happened in 2021, 9 years later, after Dexter ended. So they got this new young fan base who are just craving more of Dexter, and they probably saw that and were like, okay, let's make a sequel where Dexter lives somehow, and we give the fans what they want. We want more Dexter. The new fans, I'm a new fan of Dexter. I watched it in 2024. We want more Dexter. That's probably what they realized. The Walking Dead was a little bit different as far as that dragging. I don't think necessarily everyone wanted more Walking Dead. I think they wanted more of a clear-cut ending. Maybe a final movie would be nice to end off the storyline for good. But The Walking Dead is clearly a money grab. Obviously, this is a money grab as well with Dexter, but the fans clearly want more Dexter because they're just new young fans who see this character and they're so fascinated with the storyline, and they watch the 8 seasons that were filmed over a decade ago, and they're like, we want more, and Michael C. Hall wants to do it, so why not do it? That's my thoughts on it anyways. I'm super excited with this news. The fact that, like I said, the two spinoffs are getting crossover storylines, that's so sick. I mean, technically the 3 spinoffs are getting crossover storylines, with New Blood being like the crossover storyline with those 2 sequels. That's just so fascinating to me. Let me know what you guys think about this Dexter news, if you're excited for it. Personally, I couldn't be more excited for this. I love Dexter so much. Like I said, I watched it this year. It's already in my top 5 shows of all time. I've watched close to 100 shows in my life, probably more, to be honest with you. I've watched a lot of TV, and Dexter is definitely in my top 5. It's that good. So I couldn't be more excited for this, and I can't wait to make more content on it. If you guys want more content about Dexter, give me some video ideas, suggestions in the comments down below. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Maybe I can make some theories about Dexter Resurrection, what he's going to do, what's going to happen, or predictions, or ranking seasons, characters, all this stuff. Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think about this news, what you think about the Dexter dragging of the universe and all that stuff. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.